intention to bash through these webs. I do like that.
I think she's higher up than you, but she's currently getting stung by bees.
The bees!
Not the bees! Not the bees!
There should be a shed for my honey now below that.
Lua likes playing frisbee too.
Right, this one just needs
Oh, they both go and chase for it.
No way.
Sorry.
Connor,
this is
oh,
very
I'm sorry,
exciting.
Connor has to go home.
No, you can't take my Connor.
I'm sorry.
No.
Connor's
No,
going.
Connor's mine. No.
Sorry.
No.
No, not you.
No.
Go on, you take
No,
Connor.
no, it's mine.
Chippy, why are you sad? Oh, it's
Hush, little pidgey, don't say a word. Mash is gonna capture a big bird. That's a couple of those.
I'm dead.
Oh.
Lots of brains.
Yes!
Welcome to Corpse-topia.
Oh gosh. Oh, look at it all.
Five of you
This
all
should-
here.
If this ends up...
I got stuck.
No!
Spicy. Spicy was down the bottom. Scruff just landed on it.
If you can see where I am.
Spicy got squished by Scruff.
Oh my god.
Do you need a cup?
Plastic and
Just
in
crack your
there.
cup.
I did need a cup, and then Mash told me I have a cup, and then she drank from the cup and never gave me a cup.
Aha!
Be awesome, stay awesome, and eat cheesecake or a suitable cheesecake. Substitute you delectable meatballs. Do you love a meatball?
I did it! I did it! I actually managed to get over! Well done me! Yay!
And that's it. We can leave. After.
So we've done very well. Jackie! How you doing, Jackie?
Have
Thank
you
you
seen a
very
low?
much. Have you seen a low?
Racist.
Right, we're gonna be a brave mash. No!
What is happening over there?
Poor Jackie.
Let's just say. So, by using I tried to use console commands to resurrect Spicy, and it has.
And now climb.
Am I climbing? Am I
Oh,
climbing?
you're just pressing up against the wall at the moment. Oh
my god! He can open a door!
I know!
Scruff is useful. Kinda.
Give me
I'm not
your
looking at your skirt, Mash. It's just how the camera went.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll believe you.
Job. You got anything to throw at them?
Ow!
I don't know if
Ow! Ow! Oh, I'm stuck. Pull me off!
I don't know.
Pull them at me, please.
This is what it's like. Yeah, throw the trumpet at them. This is an accurate depiction of what it's like. Me managing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is my mic on? It is on. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? It's Tuesday, it's October, it's a spooky stream, but it's a spooky, funny stream today. Where's my chat? There we go. Scruffington, hey Cozy! How are we doing? Scruffington! At Cozy, there we go. Go follow Cozy Witch. In fact, go follow everyone. We have Emmy, we have Franson, we have Cozy in chat. Thank you so much for being here, guys. It's a special TYG stream where Scruff? Who's Scruff? I don't know. Where Scruff attempts to do the one thing he fears the most, and that's make a connection with another person. So this is Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. I gotta say, some of the artwork is it's a little bit, it's a little bit, you know, too hot for TYG, you know. Some of this artwork, yes. I have that ready in case, because I'm not sure how lewd it's going to get. I'm not sure how lewd it's going to get. So I have a special emergency button in case. So there we go. So yeah, I've never played a romantic dating sim. Let's. Wow, well, I'm actually more nervous than this. I'm going into a horror game. So let's crack on, shall we? New game, new file. Here we go. We shall call you Scruffington. It doesn't fit. It's just Scruff then. It's just Scruff then. No. Let me delete. Let me delete. Let me delete. I'll go back then. There we go. No, let me delete. Let me delete. Right, fine. Close. We're gonna close. We're gonna start again. New game, new file. No! Let me delete. Right, it's Scruffing. Let me delete. Delete. Oh. It was at the start of the thing. The cursor was at the start, except I couldn't see it. There we go. I'm a pro streamer. Right, anyway, Scruff. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? You all cackling there in the hangout, are you? Yeah, I saw you all there in the hangout. Right, confirm. I did get your message as well. I will look at that later. Cursor, how do I? Cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you nearly drowned. Is the sound alright, by the way? Can you hear the game? It's very, very quiet for me. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got it. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? Ooh woo. You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time, endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Scruff. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was... As I was saying! You look down at your feet. Ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. The game's already given me head. A decomposing face stares up for you beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Dig up the face! You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There's no body, just his head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a taking charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice gold coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No thanks. No thanks. Look, I've got a lever over here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it in a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? No. Feel that way then. Your mind has had a chance to linger any moment in your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Winston! Wilson! It's Wilson, not Winston, Wilson! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. A little help, please! You turn around and what you see is waiting for you. Your jaw is... Bleh. You turn around and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw is... Your jaw just about hits the ground. Hey, Biz! Oh no. I mean, hi. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Sorry, I've just lost all my windows. Hang on. There we go. Hey, Biz, how you doing? Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed. Let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back. You bend down to grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress' hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much. Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Mother! Mother! Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did to refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and no one so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Scruff. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game by showing up, nitwit! And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what the trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who seems to have fresh blood in their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? I mean, they're here to do more than distract me. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? Deep sigh. That was Rafe. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Scruff, you might want to know, say something. Actually, never mind, there'll be plenty of that time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is the timed quiz, it'll be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. No spoilers for what I heard, the spirit is proper freaky. Not important anyway, probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? You know what? Chat, you may answer this. You may answer this. Because I hate this. Go on, chat. Actually, I know I'm putting you in a... Not at all. There we go. Okay. Never thought myself... Whoa, that's bullshit. You're beautiful, you hear me? If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Ooh. Kind of like invisibility. Invisibility? Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Math. Probably math. What's your favorite animal? What's a Oh, do I have to Google that? Must. Tell lid. Ugh. It's always a ferret. Why do you say ferret? Dog. Dog? You look at that adorable in a little puppy mask. Hey, Jess! No, not treat your geek. What's your favorite color? 3-day-old corpse. No one expected to pick, so I'm going to say 3-day-old corpse. That's pretty edgy, your answer, right? Pretty dangerous. I don't like corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. So you'd be surprised how quickly good meat can spoil, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Yeah. Get to do what we really want. Why work at all? Takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectation to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Hey! Best flavor of ice cream. Well, horse flesh, of course. Horse flesh? Horse flesh. I mean, ocean sounds. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go so much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. Oh, we're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what is the best flavor of ice cream? Horseflesh. You've got a reading comprehension problem? I told you, mint chip is where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control. Don't you forget it. If you say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. What is the best flavor? Hang on. No, okay. Horse flesh. Best flavor is horse flesh. Who do you think you are? Let me tell you. Not the one to control if you live or die. You have to understand it feels very good to end someone's life, someone else's game. You should try it sometime. What? Excuse me? What? Oh. Can I do this? Nope. Oh, I'll hold it. Not at all. We'll do the same answers. Invisibility. Math. Dog. 3-year-old corpse. Not working at all. Horse flesh. Yeah. Alright, fine, we'll say mint chip. Best flavour is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're going to do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like anyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. What's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate. You know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now. That's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had in the island, along with lots of love. I love you, Spirit. There it is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead and not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. You really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely accurately. For the first time I ever agreed with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Well, for once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Rafe rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. It's way too flaunted needlessly, and cruelty it engenders. Engenders, yeah. What about hanging by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfect good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Ooh, right, so we got... So I think that's the yacht. That's... just chilling. Oh, is that the yacht? No, that's... I think that we'll go that one. I'll be down for a dip in the pool. Oh, the pool! You actually want to go to the pool? Oh well, it's you. Why not? I got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows it all over the world. If people like agree on one thing, that's pools are great. Look, we got a whole ocean right here, and still put them on a pool because pools are, you know, great, just a special treat. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Claudette, hold on, just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. The place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we should therefore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time, so very long I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. Be sure to look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this, Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start mentioning something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, no? Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was, but he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple of miles south of here. It just has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious, very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. Not with all the money that comes from... With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off with you. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? Blue. Also, hey, Batstar, I'm from YouTube. Hello, Blue. Thank you, Blue, for raiding. You've been going on since this morning. Thank you so much for the raid, Blue. The Bluehead Cyborg, bloody hell. How are we doing? How was the power washing? Thank you for the raid. We are playing Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. How are we all? How is Blue Streams? How's the end of Blue Streams? Hello, Batstar. Also, Alu Kahuge. Hello, Batstar from YouTube. How are we doing? Give me your serotonin ding-a-ling. Hey, Kay. Where do we want it? That's the volleyball. Pretty sure. Blue wants the ding-a-ling. Sup, Raiders? Hey, Magic. Hey, Green. How are we all doing? Welcome in to Treat Your Geek special Halloween stream. I'm Scruff. I'm taking the helm today. We're playing some Dead by Daylight, quote unquote. All right, so where should we go? Let's that's volleyball. So what's on? All right, let's try this one. The Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not because he owns the boat either. I just knew it was this game. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately, this means those uncouth heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure help wash it as soon as they leave. Wow, Trapper's not exactly a genial host, but what he said isn't the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made him in front of everyone else. Oh, he's one of them, is he? Hey, I knew it. Did I give you enough hints? Loudly. They're used to it at this point, though, so it's time to get to the good stuff. Eating! As the guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's a menu. What do you want served? Right. Someone in chat, whoever puts the first thing, I will choose that. Beef! Raw, simple, tasty, maybe even a little risky. It's beef carpaccio for all the way for me. And I'm sure with a group with such particular tastes will surely love it. Great choice, it's my favorite. Sometimes it's too cold to start a fire, so you eat what you can, how you can. Gross, but not just meat. Not just meat, but raw meat. Will you be wearing a fur coat throughout the meal too? Oh, God. No, it's far too warm for that, for maybe some fun little slippers. Survivors arrive with trays of food as everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy. Please, for our sakes. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else? Thank them. I'm all set, but thanks for great service. I mean it. Fantastic. Wow, no one ever thanks us for anything. Thank you. I'll thank you kindly for never speaking out loud to my guests without being spoken to first. Now scram! Now that the help are gone, the killers. You know, killers are a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today anyway. Anyhow, should we call them suitors or something? I don't know. That lacks a bit of punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have just begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Rafe. He seems to be studying in the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who are you allowed to steal you away for a quick second? You know what? I think... Spirit. You look between the Huntress and the Trapper and catch Spirit's eye. She's glowering at you. Once she's seen you, she locks on and floats over without looking away once. Tell me the truth. I'll know if you're lying. You'll only choose the yacht so you can get a better... You only chose the yacht so you can get a better look at it. Because you're already planning how to sabotage it. Right? Trust me, just go along with it. Of course you are! These big dumb boats are so obscene! They're nothing but floating tributes to the wasteful megalomania of the uber-wealthy. This pleasure barge belongs on the bottom of the ocean. But not before the obnoxious elites who believe this kind of lifestyle is righteous are chained up inside it. Excellent idea to punish them for their excesses, but watch as their screams bubble from their watery grave. Congratulations on getting full spirit experience so quickly. Or condolences, either or. Everyone put down your appetizers on board, and on my yacht, that's unacceptable. Declan? Yes, sir? Prepare a libation, something that will impress our new guest. By the looks of them, they shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure we got boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. No one has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not a butthole. Declan, Clara, I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Dowell and Christina, you know these two? Maybe they work on that other island. You, Scruff, ready your mouth hole. Don't approach me like that saying those things, okay? Well, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. In fact, while undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming, and the success or failure in your quest may very well depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. Minigame consists of two parts, one on top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. Ready? I know! And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar to point to what the target is. Okay. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play? Well, let's repeat that. It's ready. Ready! Away we go. The party never stops. Shots, 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 shots. Not bad. Perfect. Perfect. Not bad. Not bad. The whole amnesia thing is already a lot to take in. We're also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it. So it's not unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. This is a dating sim. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only matched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activities, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore, waving at the boat. Pretty sure that means that time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame too. Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Oh, God damn it. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on Gable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. Oh, great. Terrific. It seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. So he sits next to Spirit. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Well, they don't call him Unexpected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Scruff. Real good. We literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Oh, God damn it. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table to sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but not. It's completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one table, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for the 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat, seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, consider what we've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? It's just, I'm just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat its meat, and so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Scruff, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person in that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything else on the island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. A succulent. A succulent. Beach meal. You're looking for it. I'll get fresh brews for lunch. Back with you. No worries, Blue. Wow, he's right for a change because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says in twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Secondly, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when meat is cooked. No blood. Huh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obviously. Hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Yeah, great. Instead of slicing that, we can also club it to a second death. Hey, Scruff, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Otherwise, it's going for hours. I always look at that word, and I always forget how it's pronounced. Hypolobate. No. Hypolobate. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72. Hyperbole. It's not pronounced like that though. Hyperbole. 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 That doesn't sound right. Hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, it'll take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why didn't you just let me carve up dinner? Hyperbole. Splendid ideas. We hate for it to get cold. We hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, same game. Same game. Hyperbole. Yeah. Hyperbole. That's not what I'm thinking of. I can't remember how I thought it was pronounced. Wait, play. No, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready. Here we go. Hyperbole. Okay, hyperbole. Okay. Afternoon, DC. How you doing? Can we get a shout for DC, please? Slice! Perfect. 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 Oh, miss. I miss. Not bad. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what we could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving foods up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? It's obviously hell, I mean. Come on, we're trying to be mysterious here. You think a mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight are the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Scruff. Number two is number two. No, one less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. That's the problem with hearing English from a mishmash of streams all over the world. You get to hear a lot of different pronunciations, yeah. And how you doing, DC? How are you? Thanks for popping in. But even worse is that they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Hey, what are we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Scruff. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did, poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so it can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again! Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. I'm not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because they're even more worse. They're even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and have to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? This place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it to the Ocean's character. Some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I've liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. For the choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. You wake up to find a huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water in your mouth. Oh, good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have the way of ending up less alive when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's head open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy or writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms. It's not because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful, but I was going to narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask, your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery. Now you're awake and talking. You got to keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store. Be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. Seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much dinner. Want a snack? See, she offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point. It smells pretty damn good. I'm going to accept that. When on Murderer's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry. You can chow down on jerky centrally, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. You ever been in a relationship before? Wow, just coming out with it. Just coming straight out of it. I'm on the narrator's side here. Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Scruff. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Scruff. There was this one day that looked at me. Quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? Yeah, the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. Haha, you're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girls playing the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up in how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? Show her a thing or two. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the barrette off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back with an attractive swoop. Much better. Huntress is so happy that he taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find it's Dwight and Claudette, sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we set the... It's very... Oh, wow. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but there's scheduled. But that's scheduled for after what's come. Wow, I cannot get my mouth around these words. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. It's a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us only one person gets to share? How will we decide? Oh, great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realise this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone, but I think they're talking about me, to be honest. I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on the schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick. And I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are black. On, you two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. No one named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I already announced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anyone? Call me nobody. But we still got to get started on story time, so... Scruff, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Oh, so I'm going to pick one person. You know, I will go with Rafe this time. I choose you, Rafe. Whoa, this entire experience has been carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? I'm not really one for scary... Why did you... Like, I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull as a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Rafe holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. All the murderers love you, I know. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death, and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at the junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, drip. From the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder this stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Hey, Ro, how you doing? Before his shaken employee... Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. Yay, today's Bloodlines Day. I hope you enjoy it. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss lets out a miserable scoff, his face contorting into an evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands ain't clean. My clients give me money, I'd take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends, or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner. You've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the chair in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying, wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard the bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Rafe stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... Offer praise, ask about the story, make a joke. Let's offer praise. When you look into the eyes of evil, you'll surely go mad. My God, that is brilliant. I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm just too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Rafe, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split it for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of the island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch in this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby! Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about him just yet. Rafe approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because I guess it's not really my thing. I just know that if you get to know me, I mean, look, the others aren't around, and I really hate the fire pit. I really hate the fire pit. It's just, I kind of hate fire in general. Maybe go back to the pool. I don't know, whatever, you know. A dip in the pool of Rafe, you come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip, plus if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. Do you mean like what I did? What did you think of the young man's story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. I don't think he's weird. But he is bad. I'm deeply upset with him. He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's no better than the monster he killed. No, this is completely the wrong. This is. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes. Yes. It's you. It's clearly you. Oh no! It's. You're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Rafe looks at Azeroth's skull and out into the middle distance. A long silence ensues. You notice that the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Oops. Rafe seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since I heard that story from someone else a long time ago. You're like, I don't know yet. I haven't really... The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly, the one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in. But obviously we couldn't hold a candle to what was ever happening here tonight. Wow. Wow. Either way, it's time for bed. But for you, not for us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in these tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you know those two just rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationship to tend with. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Rafe's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Wow, I cannot read today. Who's like the huntress because he's a cute muscle mommy? Oh my goodness. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? I think she's everyone's pick. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Now their familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh, yes, I got this. I got it. Yeah. I'm ready. Away we go. Let's see what's on this station. That'll do.
Let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there.
No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Oh, come on, let's go with the crowd favourites. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this really isn't a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today? A comforting rocking sensation. That was all me, oh yeah. You're welcome. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Clearly, she has noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't exactly looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that book. It seems like forever as she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you at the Huntress right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident that I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. It was simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print. So it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not the phony look out for each other as a excuse for being nosy types. But well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common. Who knows? If we spent a little more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not, whatever. I don't care. Bye. Good night and sweet dreams to you, I guess. Finally alone, for real this time maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. There was some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Well, I have to say... Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know many other words since I was raised by my mum in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about the place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all night, major buzzkill, and... Trapper? Where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much. Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer made me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now, one false step and well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. They better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Chiron guy. Oh, who knows? Yeah, today was a lot of fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. You seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I've got to learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. I got an achievement for staying alive. Okay. Okay. Day 2. Ah, something in my eye. You opened your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? That was just nothing more than a strange dream. No, not a dream. You're really here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang hanging out. I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule it out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful! I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck today. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the... Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... Don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard, and he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want to. Oh my god! I am tripping over my own words here, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. Did a possible omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like you to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it's crafted with love and/or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. To really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you true? Are you too? I'm gonna have to get a drink. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go grab a drink. My throat is sort of closing up, and I've run out of drink, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay. A lot more reading than I thought. B.O.B.
Ah! Oh, my eye!
Did you all see how good that was? Like, you saw that, right? Why was no one here to see that? No one was here! Chat, can I get head pats and, like, everyone tell me how awesome I am? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Woo! Woo!
Scooby-Doo everywhere. You need one of the professor's inventions to defeat my... Oh, okay. Try sneaking past them. Oh. Well, that didn't work. Oh, out of here. No!
And we're back. Sorry about that. Had to just run away and get a drink. Throat's was a bit sore. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made up cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Scruff. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm not suspicious there's no option. What an encouraging response. We're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey Claudette, maybe Scruff isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance, they're still clicking, even right now to see how you respond. Hey, look at that, they don't know anything. Doesn't matter though, Scruff. We're so happy that here you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Scruff. Did you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say something negative about the place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. No, I will not. Oh my cheeky buggers! No, I will not say anything negative about the island. You have my word on that, Scruff. I, Scruff, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Scruff, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody needs negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway. I see Dwight and Claudette have got into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to load up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach bars. We're all half naked on a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again. Except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today, though, is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to you. Nope. Now Huntress steps up and talks about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast. And just like, here comes Spirit. It looks especially... If I look especially well rested this morning, it's because I've slept well, you know. I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best non-constantly annoying self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all looking cute doing so. Guessing Rafe has had enough time to work up courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Rafe. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, yeah? I mean, not like too much fun, but that would be weird. But good, like a good amount of fun. And now they're looking at you expecting, wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Wow, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game, a sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? You're addressing me? Well, yeah, I guess. Is that okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these four fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know most is you, narrator. It's okay in so much as it deserves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard this. I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yes, that's it. Yes. How does it feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now, I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left in the chair. Does anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is painting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. And that I could hear you. Well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you're doing, but it sounded like, fun. Do you think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves each day and we spend it hoping to stab each other in just the right spots. We won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key to finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we're... Me and him? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Scruff. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape the island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That is both a tragedy and a comedy. A tragedy. They were doing the sex. No, they weren't. They were just penetrating each other. But shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no horse hockey, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until the shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree bending over to screw you. Is this Trapper? But it's no tree at all. It's... Oh, it's you. Hey, babe! Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing little talking, it's not an open invite to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that guy's gone and we got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress, that makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt, hear us. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flow of worry floods your brain should you pick a pack of bacon, bring a swimsuit, a pocket knife. You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course you washed up on the island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you decide if you want to go off with her, there's a Wraith interjects. I don't usually do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and not a weird dream, but like, I don't know. I wanted to tell you about it, but you wanted to maybe hang out with me today? Why am I so bad at this? No worries if not, I guess. Huntress seems pretty great too. Tough choice, you weigh your options quickly. Because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say? When life gives you lemonade... When life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. Then die a horrible, retching, driving death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has got me tilted. So who will it be? Huntress then. I gotta go Huntress. Whee! You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look at thrums, it's a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix sexy and horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her as she moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across the thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, despite having been desperate trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize you've arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job! The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? Haha, no. Oh. Is it me or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the thang, but hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code. But it has a certain homely charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets line the mantel. Something tells you that the people who own these little things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like this. I could certainly learn to like this. This whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organised chaos makes me want to craft things with my hand. I knew you'd like it here. You had the eye of someone who appreciates fine, stolen things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on this island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossiper, huh? Why is she playing at Scruff? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You're not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... Crabs! It's an attack! Crab battle! A horde of killer crabs have invaded from the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Shield Huntress. You step in front of Huntress, prepare to use your body to shield her from the onslaught of crabbage. I'll save you, Huntress. Oof, Huntress can take care of her share. It's sort of a whole thing. Haven't you been paying attention? Hey, save some fun for me! Huntress is immediately between you and the crabs, hip-checking you out the way before splitting open a crab shell after crab shell like your uncle at an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Huntress sits down for the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy not to be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your jokes. She has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes a near-death experience really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. A good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? Trying to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering around the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive. Then went back to the cottage and Mother would tell me stories and we drink tea and imagine life far away from the woods. Somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved... So it looked wrong then. Achieved what she always wanted from me, but since coming here, something feels off. Like it's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quickly validate her theory or try to push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement! It needs to happen back at the beach. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There was no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like the voice that we can't hear and certainly aren't referencing says, we were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Oh, God. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there the whole time he's waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. I heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. Is he doing the... Yeah, he is. He's doing the Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. Heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yes, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over a body from the inside. Wow, Trapper is the real deal, and by real I don't mean really, and by deal I mean evil. Lush, do you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me you get it both ways, savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? As if. That life isn't for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks, very cool. The guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. And oh, he is. Thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into the quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence. I don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You run back into the huge arms of the Huntress. She hugs you tight, so tight you think you feel the life leave your body for just a moment, but it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their total honest opinion. Even that opinion wants to make me carve out your liver. Alright, who are we being trapped by? The Huntress. And the butt wiping comment. That's not what I meant by clean up after you, but I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Trapper leaves and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back to the water. It's pretty weird. He's just going to stay in there all night. Shall we continue our date? Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper, pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny eye, masked eye, and scoops you back onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggybacking. Ah, my God, I cannot... No. Welcome back, Emmy. So just lubricating my throat. I've just noticed this isn't her this isn't her hair. Her hair actually ends here, doesn't it? It's actually a little bob. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woods woman as she races by the lead from that famous teen vampire driver in that one scene where she calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Apparently so did everyone. Yeah, I'll be all honesty, I didn't choose her, she chose me. Quite aggressively. Whee! Eventually she gently lowers you to the ground and you take it in your surroundings. A wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances around like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favourite to slaughter. They think they are so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just buttholes, great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down like a low animal. Now you're all alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come through again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me. Ready. Oh god. Oh god, right, okay. Not bad. Perfect. Ah, missed completely. Wow, could not get the timing of that one. Tag! You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you fight her. She high-fives you. You trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? You're so good at hiding, I'm having a real blast. Thanks, they say it takes 10,000 of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anyway, I let my guard down and something terrible happened. Like what? Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, little perfect angels that need my protection, but if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark, but you feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we're here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one's manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Let's get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. Oh no, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. I mean, all the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Rafe is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we all cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe it, they're all here, they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. I need to run window guy with stuff off the windows and doors tomorrow, start the job early, so I need to get... Okay. Catch you all later, Tails. See you, Blue. With your love on the line, everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm just as surprised as you that these four are falling for you. Not because of your personality, because you just met them yesterday. However, the spirit seems to be the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart. She throws it cautious to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on the murders, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. Heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with the shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktails into haunted synchronized dance, and I'm still working out how they did it. Beetlejuice reference. You mean Scruff, stop us from saying it! Beetle shrimp, that's the most rare and delicious type of shrimp. Beetle shrimp is just some new species because I've hunted many a beetle and many shrimp. I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets, and something to do with dancing. I wasn't going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say, that's you. Excuse you, Scruff. Now you're saying, Trapper? You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, it's a bit late for that. And then a giant osprey swooped down and drops a severed head on the table, distracting everyone. Trapper! Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What, this time I'm being honest? Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural reference get mixed up with us all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, it could affect the standing within the group. But don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell of your brush with death. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true, I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That would have never happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind. God damn it. Hey, Cat, how you doing? Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they're all very tired. No, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit! Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both for the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank you. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. We'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice in how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. Hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma for fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Rafe's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will be one to tell a story at this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunning creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, now everyone's looking at you. You know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we play charades? Boggle? And well, we're actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Rafe points to his spineless skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. You know that the fire is right here, but maybe we could stop talking about it all the time so we can start pretend it's not here and, you know, doesn't threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Rafe. Scruff was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. Let me just clear my throat. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, go away, trickster. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Adventure. Alright, you like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. Not my favourite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Rafe, just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here it goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story, for sure. Your pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath, no pun intended. Oh, yeah, that's it. Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. So that's all you have to say? No, you were kidding. No, I was just kidding. What type of story do you want to tell? Alright, fine. Personal. I'd like to get a little personal now, if that's okay. Those types of tales are the best, and often the most sad. It's a bit of a love story. It's about two strong hunters who meet when both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Or about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who ever believed him witness a display of shocking violence. Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a party in college he was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. You know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to capture your eye from across a fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except for Trickster, who has headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but that was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrative keeps it real. We can't end it here. So who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Who should we hear a story of? First person in chat to say something now. Anyone? Hey, let's do. I haven't really. Let's do spirit. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in the group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called the. Technically, I suppose it's called the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could journey in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lily Koi, by the way, so fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, fiancée I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely, natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself for the morning of the wedding so that it would be the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamoured with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the fiancé, since he would not be married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of the big day came, the fiancée told her husband to be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting the best stems and collected them in a basket. However, she came upon a once familiar clearing. Something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before. And just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant, so colourful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly, even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned the corner, stepping over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realised she had been here before. This wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems like the festering mouldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scent of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odour of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest. There were no beautiful wildflowers or the young lovers to be seen. Just old, dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed the fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you were loved for who you are, all out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Scruff, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move from the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of the romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm going to need to shut your jap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink wink, end up dead. Why do you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entree? What kind of double entendre are you getting at with the word? Oh my god! What kind of double entendre? It's double entendre. It's stripping me up. Double entendre. I can say it. Double entendre. Are you getting up with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. You do know all these people are and you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. Would you say what would you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak in this bottle or roast that ghost or some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns and things that are lit or getting blazed. So that these activities have to be set next to a literal flame. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran away as far as... But what if we turned and ran away as far as this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you probably just tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Scruff is after, it should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something totally locally sourced or thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attentions of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you, I don't know, pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him, who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chance to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. I know I'm not satisfied with that name either, but this streaming reality TV date show boom happening is pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Let's they should have the rip. They should have the Trapper outfit. Yeah, definitely. Who shall we go with? I don't like Trapper at all. I'm going to choose Spirit this time. Spirit? Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company. I love the idea of winning over these killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize, but I've had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? That meant it might not seem like I hate. It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worthy trying. But too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you got, or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink ever? Is that like because it will just fall out of a hole in your stomach thing, or? I don't drink alcohol, but alcohol is poison to the body and the mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson for your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Dwight, now that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry nut in the stem using only your tongue. Whoa, who ordered a soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Well, I know I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, on whom you'll have bloody vengeance. Right, well, so be it. How about you, Scruff? Do you drink? No, I stay sober. I got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to... Hey! Thank you for the follow! Follows are nominous. But thank you so much. So feel free to keep lurking, or... Not coming up. Oh, well. Oh, that's crashed. Why is that crashed? Oh, lost it. There is. Hey, how you doing? How are you doing? I get the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass out on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch a spirit picks up a blunt. I'll talk to you after street. Okay. Sure. Okay, there's no worries. You watch a spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs at a little plastic sword for it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So lovebirds, what drink shall we make? We'll make a Bloody Mary. A Bloody Mary might as well be the official drink of Murderer's Island. How about it? You turn around and see Claudette holding a mirror up to your face. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Ominous scruff of concerned noises. Hey, you're true, yeah. Candles flare and a warm wind begins to swirl around you. The sky goes black. A dark shadow appears behind you. Before you know what's happening, you're in a trance and you've joined in the chant. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. You feel a hand on your shoulder. The darkness begins to wrap around you. Bloody Mary. I'm surprised Claudette is here. Usually every game I play, main character. Claudette, yeah. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. A loud crash interrupts the chant. When you blink your eyes, you see that Spirit has unsheathed her spectral katana and sliced the mirror in two. Shards stick out of the sand at your feet. Excuse me, what kind of bumhole goes and summons a new ghost when they've already got a perfectly good one with them on the date already? I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Typical, they all say that, don't they? Amen, sister. I'll just have a sprite. You see the dark form of Bloody Mary herself fly off into the sky, joining an approaching storm cloud that's making its way in over from the ocean. Before you can pivot to a different drink suggestion. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. The gang's all together again in the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oh, it feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. So late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get it over with quickly so you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone has gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Scruff chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? Not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? It's almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? And you think you deserve it, even if this is... You think you deserve it, even in this case, it's a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all feel uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience? I don't know, Rip. We're finding out together. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Scruff, you thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this. I'm hiding a secret in this island to make fans excite themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're going to love it. If you're not a maggot, also everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit mass, let's stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up. Gosh. You'll need to dream about these options as you're ready to choose in the morning. And now go dream about these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice. One person. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how can we... Before you run to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody will be complete about singling out one of your contestants who... We'll be complete about singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time. I'm just finding out about it. Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. I always like butchering, but it hurts even worse. Hey, Black Ice Griffin. How you doing? You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare even try? You mean? That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slices will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it going to be? But why? It's because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? I will hurt someone's feelings! Someone's dangerous! What's going to be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and here she has. It's going to be hard to track. Yes, we are dating serial killers. So what's your frosties? Eek, even if you got rid of Rafe, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay, but then she starts seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Trapper. Very simple, Trapper. You scared the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly, I don't care. You suck! But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally going to do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you, though. I had a principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open. And have fun on your date tomorrow. Now you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart left behind. Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize! They might not get to go home with you, Scruff, when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our limited player home with... They're mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to do the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Scruff. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. That's amazing. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? Not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know, there's two schedule. Oh. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know this is that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw him through my mask. Can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. So fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I really don't know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Scruff, sorry, I forgot to focus on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well, at least I don't think I do. No one's ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think of it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about this thing signify a deeper yearning with me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. Well, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. The whole thing's pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget. Old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie. Kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalising the new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking. I'm talking your favourite established characters from all over Pop Culture Island that can't be seen in this island. Hell, you can't even mention them like Ghost. Don't you say it? Look, we get it. You're very popular in demand. We have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Scruff. You too, narrator. Have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously. They did not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What a chair. You think you're getting all wet now. It's got to smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over. Your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom, are you serious? It's down the hall to your left. Okay, never mind. What does that mean? What does that mean? Not you two. This one It wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How you know, I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased for yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what it's going to be? You ate glue on the 2nd grade, you cheated on an algebra test at once. Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in his unending spiral staircase of pain that in my life I've ever felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute I'm alive is a nightmare. This place is suddenly sugary, sweet, sugary drinks. It sounds like fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity. The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescending song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on the experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Ooh, let's get you to bed, buddy. Hey, Gibson. How you doing? I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yucks, that was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you going to do? You let the camera roll long enough and someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, it seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's going to be a doozy! Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. You're also using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love! Or you've been infected with a zombie butterflies in your sleep. It's happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. The scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. He isn't Trickster supposed to be here. We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos on this show. I'm going to chew his agent out. But before they walk over to you for your big moment... Don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Scruff. Can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no reason. Surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you. Don't go forward. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Friend zone doesn't sound too bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. These are killers and they're survivors. I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, who's into me? They look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a little figurine of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad we're on a schedule. So Huntress then. I told you, Huntress picks everyone. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their back. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Scruff, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not... Oh my god. Not that flower thing, the other thing with the suit that gets a flower of a symbol of a contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses, they're such cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose without an ouchie, so I settled for these. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saves some of those Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. Got other things to think about right now. Scruff, who'd you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? I'm going to go and break. I need to pee. You'll find out after the break who I will pick. Stay tuned.
I'm a little puppy, I make a real big mess. And when my owner wakes up, she'll get some real distress. So messy, messy, messy. La 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 la. Oh.
Scruff just left the game.
No, you left the game.
No, you left the game.
You left the game.
No, you left the game.
You left the game. Oh my god. The lollipop gave you unlimited stamina for a little bit. Come on! No! Oh. Hi, Mash.
Hi.
I have no stamina. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah, no, it's gonna have to be a master ball. There's no way. He's not even hitting it.
Someone got the bugle, in case we see the cappies. Okay, there we go.
I've got.
There we go.
I've got to get.
Squishy smash.
Squishy smash.
There we go. Alright. Come on, Mash. Oh, I'm down. I'm down.
Fell to my
Oh
death.
no! 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 No!
Oh, you did
No!
We had the same happen to us. Oh no. I... R.I.P.
I didn't get hit once!
And we're back. Is everyone here? Ready for the exciting conclusion? Who are we going to pick? Will it be the obvious one? Will Scruff surprise everyone? Yeah, right. It's gonna be Huntress. It's gonna be Huntress. I purposely tried to, like, split it up, but it seems like the game wants to just railroad you into Huntress. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her caftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. I mean, everyone chooses Huntress. Everyone I've spoken to about this game chose Huntress. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress, probably to save it for lunch size. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first you think she might swipe you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she stuck her tongue out like all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. I mean, she's got sniping. Of the dozen playthroughs I've seen, 10 were Huntress. Wow, really? It seems like the game railroads you into Huntress. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not... I mean, how can you say... yeah, how can you say no? We always be here, not to really participate, even though the survivors matter too, while you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competed for our love. Wonder what we did in the past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go, have a blast. Huntress eagerly leads you to a yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. It's a pretty perfect morning, just you and Huntress. Hey, cuties. It's the bunny theme that does it to me. Ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky ocean's always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay here in the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here makes me feel... Blah, 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 blah. Something about being here makes you feel... Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at the beautifully set table at the deck of your boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And Trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Hey, how'd they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are they more than 2 of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver. Hold the orange juice. Of course. Can you play this particular song for us to set the mood? You hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon, the haunting melody of an old Russian lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. Sounds a lot like something Huntress may vibe with. Very clever of you to request it. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress' hands, and when suddenly a loud bellow scares you, you knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming from us at the beach. Look how tiny he looks from way out here. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get it back here! He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out farther. Aye, Captain. She can drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but the core of the seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. Just a little something, a gift. It can cost me anything because I made it myself. Oh my, is it something shiny? No, silly. Shiny things aren't made. They're stolen, duh. This is handcrafted. I saw you admiring my mask and figured. Here you go. Oh, it's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a face glove. You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. 1 has become 2. Roberts be multiplying even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She's down to a screwdriver. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of Killer Jokes. A narrator has only so much mojo. Huntress sits down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have been crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean. Stop backseat I'm narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or hear it. I can hear a mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? Freak out. I'm freaking out! Tell someone who cares. Hey, fine, you call the bluff. I'll literally have to listen to you and your problems or else the damn ocean will have conniption. So what's the deal? Am I ready for this? Is it smart to get intimate with a known cannibal? She kills with command. Doesn't even clean the blood off her apron. You mean her Sarafan? Shh, she's coming back. Wow, rude. What's in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke the blood-matted hair and scratch up shoulders. I thought we'd get warm by the fire. She wags her finger at a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Uh-oh. Not so fast. Remember what we talked about? There's more going on here. You nod like a little idiot. Well, now I know there's something up. The other night, while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I stuck into each of the other killer's layers and stole them with shiny objects that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has something to do with this symbol. I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking up any of the objects. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Yes! Yes, I will. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of Nicolas Cage masterpiece. You can definitely count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know what these other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on the way out the door. Feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. A part of you is wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? Well, let's go to Trapper's Cave. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave. Due to the whole, trap-based character theme he's got going on, you can rest assured that either one or both of these pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulder. You're on her own, it seems. We're going to go in the underground tunnel. Underground, huh? Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if you can't hear you scream. And nobody will need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But you're not going to die, are you? Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you manage to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty bare, or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not at all afraid? Who, me now? I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp, and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by the Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own. Which is good, because you're going to need it if you're going to head through that very murdery-looking passageway ahead. You enter a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of a cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. I just spilt my drink. Trapper, get out of our way or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame! A minigame? How expected? How playful? How about you play it right now? Find Huntress's lost shiny thing. Peel them eyes. You're on the hunt now. Let's go. Perfect. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, just got in there, not bad. You did it! You found my lost shiny object. I'm so grateful. I can kiss you right now. I won't, because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave and he's still in that shadow watching us. Lay there, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, Scruff, let's hurry to the next place. A pen? You found Huntress's shiny thing. Well, I think it's a regular old pen. We don't need to point it out. She's happy, and isn't that all that matters? Let's go to Trickster stage. You arrive at Trickster stage with no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here. The beers that sloshed over the red solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only last for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometimes. They're the real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic, but I can't say that. Music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams is very been there, done that. No one talks to the Trickster like that. How do you know about my samples? Someone is obviously a much bigger fan and they're letting on. Show me where the mysterious object is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Way to harsh my mellow. Deranged, violent, and torture is only as cool as when I do it, because it's my commentary on the shallow society, and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that way. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing on an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy was now just wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd strewn, but that wouldn't be believable. Find me my shiny thing, champion. I did it! You did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah! Your ability to find the unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you fell them, so their meat doesn't spoil. I've seen that before. What's this? You found a gold coin. A fork, yeah. Let's go to Rafe's Cosmic Dump. When you arrive at Rafe's oddball hangout zone, you immediately understand understand why they call it the cosmic, don't they? They being me, obviously. As if there are items, elements all over the universe and space. Also, it's a damn mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The air you breathe, very air you breathe, makes you feel like you're part of something much, much larger. I will hunt some lunch while you find the object. You know, when you see it, because it's extremely shiny. How long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today. Rafe, Huntress and I are going to get on soon, I think, I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So you're trying to figure this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure, it's Rafe we're dealing with here after all. Rafe leads you to a telescope through. You can see a far-off island in the distance. Holy smokes, is that... Sorry, I have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? It's IP Island, where all the coolest killer from intellectual properties were legally obliged not to mention by name, hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even in. Zoom in over there. Is that Ghostface? I said not to name him. Oh, jeez. Now we have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyers charge by the hour. I'm sorry, he just kind of popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy is going on over there. I'll have you know, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. That's not right. The thing... yeah, that's right. The thing you're looking for, I can't actually find, so... Good luck! Oh, good. A minigame. I haven't seen one of those before in the last 10 seconds. Let's go. I've missed. Oh, missed. Don't beat yourself finding one shiny thing in this place, like finding a needle in a giant dump of things from all of this and several surrounding. Honestly, I'll settle for any shiny thing we get our hands on. So just grab something and run for it. You see an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. It's hard to believe these old glasses do really means anything special at all, but a lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Will she even wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not some junk. Those are my reading glasses. I subscribe to highlights. Well, yeah. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? So you're telling me that your precious shiny thing is up there? It's pretty great, right? Find a good chance to access these quads. You get legs like this was standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Get that damn shiny thing for your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and runs down out your ears already. Yeah, call it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So shall we? Inside the lighthouse it's so dark you can barely see the step in front of you. But that's okay because you've got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is really wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aura. You can practically feel your mood going down, down, down as you climb up, up, up higher to the lighthouse. Before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yes, I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you totally get sadder the closer you get to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. I gotta share the wealth, and by wealth I mean unending despair. You're probably here for one of your precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find this shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Don't miss the treasure. It's a treasure hunt, not a treasure miss. Yes! You're really going a long way to prove your dedication to me. I noticed, right? I can see a raccoon lick itself from 200 yards away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working a little butt off for me. Shiny thing, guess. You found a bottle opener, really? This is the fancy item. Whatever, you're a real team player. Hey! No! Stop! Spirit doesn't even look up from a book. I think you'll be fine if you just peace out. Phew, that's fun and scary. Good to see the other killers are taking their heartbreak in stride, more or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser known haunts. Haha, boom, still got it. We make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we could head inside to appreciate it. And you collect a certain other special gift I mean to give you. A special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose it could be if you oil it up enough. God damn it. I'm going to be ill. I'm with you, narrator. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit. Deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it managed to be a little terrifying, but also a little romantic. But you barely even notice. You've got other things on your mind. Whoa! You're practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. Mine's elsewhere. Neither of you realize the door is wide open already. You are incredible. Every time you found one of those objects, my heart beats faster and faster. Your nimble hands. Is there anything they can't find? The fireplace is crackling. Your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air. But wait. Who is that? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover back on. My darling. Oh, it's Mother. The older Russian woman is bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress. Sits, warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at the beach retreat. Without thinking, you blurt out. Russian, what? Who is this? When that last ox... That's really doing things to me. You don't know who I am? What you expected that my elk wounds would carry over to my ghostly form? The gods have smiled at me and cleaned me up. She must be in a decent mood if she's ignoring the fact you've dropped ox bombs all over the place. Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama! Claudette and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. Bet you weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mom? What? Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mama coming to interrupt your date? Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors. It skewers the wall between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. Hope this is alright. Of course. Of course it's okay. I give great parent. Huntress breathes a sigh of relief. It's just not the mood I thought we were coming back to, but I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness my mother's the only person... I mean... the most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup into your hand as you drink your tea with her. The air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of young Huntress in black and white holding bloody animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. You laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time. Almost like you're back home. Look, you've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop what is like some hellmouth. Look, it's not official law. I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach, and her eyes stare into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with my daughter? That means bunny, but you catch that already, didn't you? Or... by now, you got your translator app ready. Yeah, it was explained earlier. Start a family together. What's on my mind is family. Forge your own forest dwelling with a brood of half a dozen at least, hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles it. She reaches into her bloodied cloak and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you, the one worthy of my Anna, use it to clean your hatchet of viscera. You take the handkerchief, it's soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over a mama. No easy task. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from that ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I don't want to get into the logic of this, but yeah, the black lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It was the spirit that brought you back. I have to thank her. Huntress's mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her at 6 years old, lying over her mother's dead body. I'm keeping my good eye on you. If you break her heart, I will send Baba Yaga after you. You try to chuckle good-naturedly, but you also should be very afraid. Baba Yaga is no joke. We play shuffleboard every third Thursday, and she's absolutely ferocious on the court. Bye. Safe journey to the realm of the spirits. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm back in. Never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambiance? yeah, I did. No, don't explain. Don't need to apologize. You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely. Too closely. Hey, I've really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time. Okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name, like my mother do. Will you call me Anna? Oh, yes, of course. Anna is a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person, Anna. Scruff, do you know what I'd like to do right now with you beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than ever before, and there's nothing I'd rather do right now then. She averts her eyes. Does she mean what you think she means? Nope, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these two fools of you! Absolutely. My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. We're being forced up! I can't hear you, hon, and they can't. They're congealing blood in your mouth. Ah! Once you've made quite the mess of the survivors, you and the Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beach wear and into something a little less there. I thought you'd never ask. I've got the, Once inside, the Huntress strips off her caftan, revealing every curve of her muscled bod. You follow her lead, disrobing... Oh god, this is getting a bit... It's getting a bit spicy. Get a bit spicy. Get a bit spicy. You've been following her lead, yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No trouble, it's a strange new place. And kiss, yes! I need that swimsuit in the game. I mean, what? And yes, if you're wondering, it looks like she's going to keep the bunny mask on for this sexy time. It's the part where I skedaddle. Decapitation, sure. Tiger Mullins love it. Dudes crushing other dudes and car crushers, gotta have it. But hanky-panky, that I can't handle. I'll leave you horny kids to it. Join amour. Kiss celebre. What? Just because Huntress speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look it up. And I'm nervously running in my mouth now. Just give you 2 time alone in the dark, maybe? Stop me for this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, a clown walk into a bar. Fine! We'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down for you from beyond. Then you realise that's pretty gross to imagine her just watched all of that. And you try to stop thinking about it. That was incredible. You're telling me the door to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh god, a severed arm claws its way through the doorway, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. No, we've walked right into a scene from a horror film. As soon as people have sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatch from out of nowhere. Was I in bed with you guys? The wriggling torsos of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly, the pieces of their bodies start to put themselves back together. No way. Way indeed, my friend. You thought this island would let us die permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on, we have to get to the final scene. I mean, decision. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent. Freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman with the spirit. No strange wide-eyed stare from the socially awkward Wraith. No threats of imminent violence from the trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight the tight-lipped. They seemed almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noises begin to return. Birds chirp in their trees, the grass rustles in the light breeze. I know, look, the other killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the finale ceremony. I can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstance is agonizing. You're telling me. Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. Hey, so I think there's definitely something between us. Hold up something. Hold up something? Yeah, something great. Animal magnetism. My legs are the trap, and you're the little snowshoe rabbit running through the underbrush. But it isn't quite soulmate status. It's not? You must have felt it. Maybe you're too distracted feeling other things. But I'm sorry, what I felt, no matter how spectacular, wasn't love. I see. But this doesn't have to be the end. I'd love to tie you up in my basement and see where this all goes as friends. Oh, friend zones. Sounds a bit like bondage. I'm down. You bring me like food and water and warm clothing though, right? You receive nothing but a blank stare from Hutchess as she ties the rope tightly around your neck. Ah, not so tight. Yeah. So it's tight, you lose consciousness. When you wake up, you're in total darkness. The floor is cold, damp to you. And damp Huntress's basement. You'll never know. You'll never truly know Huntress's love, or not shared among peers who view it as equals love. Instead, you get the kind of love she has for all those child soul skeletons in her basement. I'm sure she'll take better care of you, though. Like 34% sure. And so my precious killers lived happily ever after. As they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. Whilst trapped in the never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far, you should probably know that. You have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Scruff. See you again later, and again, and again, and again. Forever! So by the look of it, you literally got to go 100% into someone. You've got to be like... Ah! So yeah, I assume you've got to be like, you can't be like a split your attention. You've got to be 100% into someone to get the best ending. But hey, that's how my life. That's accurate to my life. Thumbs up, finger guns. Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I tell you what, my throat is wrecked though. What was that? Almost 3 hours of talking. My voice is wrecked. I'm not used to that much talking. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Blue, for the raid. I've lost all my... let me just try to see if I can refresh this. I lost my... see if I can refresh this. Excuse me. Well, I subscribed. That was a heck... It was a heck of an experience, Magic. Thank you, Blue, for the raid. Thank you, Young Wheels, for the follow. Yeah, like I said, no, I'm not doing Sucker for Love. I've got to take a break. My voice is killing. My throat is killing me. Unless it's full. Actually, do you know that there's like 3 or 4 versions of that? I looked at that. There's like 3 or 4 versions of it. So I was like, oh god, which one do I get? And is it safe? But as I say, this was Treat Your Geek. This is a special October session. I ran into one, but I ran into Game Break. Oh right, okay. Yeah, this was a lot of fun, a lot of difference. So as I say, kept with the Halloween theme and all that. But as we say, right. Thank you for being here, guys. Let's see who's on. We got Mark on. I think that's gonna be our best bet. Yeah, it's gonna be Mark. Mark and Sutton. Guys, I confirm that the main game is exactly like this. Yes, it is indeed. It's just the raid thing. I can't do it in this window. I've got to do it in this window. We're gonna go see Mark and Sutton. He's an awesome bloke. He redesigns toys for children with disabilities. Some attaches big buttons to them and all that. Is he still on? Yeah, there he is. Alright, we're going to start the raid. So anyway, thank you for being here, guys. That was Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. Be sure, Blue, I believe, Bants is with Blue again tomorrow. We have, I think it's Pokemon tomorrow as well, at 6 PM releasing. I think it's Pokemon. Yeah. All right, so let's go see Mark. He's adapting toy tractors. He's switch adapting toy tractors. 14 of you. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all again. Be sure to keep up with us on the YouTubes, the Twitches, the websites, all that jazz. And we'll catch you next time, okay, guys? Thanks for being here. I'll see you again. Bye-bye!
We're on our own. So I need you to do a... My cat muted my microphone. Stop doing that! While I move my microphone a second. Oh, no, go back to pounding me.